increment in school fee without approval from the authority,
Yeah.
usable textbooks, and other issues. Can you just tell us what prompted the authority to take this, what will I can say, perhaps people-related decision?
Well, thank you very much, Chimezi, for having me. Actually, when you talk about motivation, it is basically about aligning with the SDG 4 provisions, which seeks to ensure quality of education and also equitable access to education. It is also in alignment with the visions, with the missions and philosophy of His Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Dr. Ubasani, who made it very clear when he assumed office that education is going to receive the highest priority. And he has been proving that through his budgetary allocations to education. You are aware that consistently has been allocated lion's shares of the state budget to education. In 2024, he allocated 25% of the state budget to education. This year, that is 2025, is allocated even higher, 26.14% of the state budget allocated to education. Again, you may recall that when he assumed office, he immediately directed all the state-owned tertiary institutions to reduce tuition fee by 40 to 50%. What that means? It is about ensuring access. It is about ensuring that education is affordable in Kaduna State. In the last 3 years, over 500,000 learners have so far been sponsored to take these examinations, ranging from basic education certificate examinations, basic Arabic and Islamic certificate examination, and the mocks. Over 500,000 learners have so far been sponsored to take these examinations. And out of these 500,000 candidates, about 70% comes from the public sector. And they take their exams 100% free of charge. And the remaining 30% comes from the private sector. And this sector enjoys subsidy. Ask them how much they pay for junior WAEC in Kaduna State. They pay 5,000 naira only. And for NECO, the same exams, they are to pay over 13,000 naira. Who pays the balance? Over 8,000. It's the governor. Is the governor paying for the balance? So what am I trying to say? The government seeks to ensure that education is affordable. Education is within the reach of the poor. So that again confirms that Kaduna State may be the last state, I think, to tolerate indiscriminate increase in school fees. That is one of the reasons why we issued that circular. That circular addresses, I think, about 4 key items. School fees increment is just one of them. The other 3 items are, number one, issue of class-to-class graduation. And in Kaduna State, we are limiting that to 2 graduation categories. Graduation after completion of Basic 9, that is the SS3 education, and then graduation after completion of secondary school education, that is after SSCE. That is without prejudice to traditional speech and prize giving days that we have. These are commendable. These are normal educational activities, and we encourage schools to do that. So these are some of the issues addressed by that circular. And the other issue has to do with unruly sign-out behaviors, a situation whereby at the end of instructional or academic period, students become out of control, engaging in indecent acts, unsafe acts sometimes vandalizing facilities and so on. This has to be checked. So that circular also seeks to address this concern. And also the issue of consumable textbooks. A situation whereby publishers would design textbooks in such a way that they cannot be reused. They can only be used for a single academic session, and thereafter you would have to discard them. You would have to keep them somewhere. Younger ones cannot use the same books. We say no. Yes, we understand that. In some cases, especially if you look at the lower classes, kids find it difficult to write, and you have a number of exercises that you want the kids to take home and practice. And in some instances, you may have sketches that would require labeling and so on. So we understand that. But then we say, we are not banning, but then extract those worksheets, compile them to form a workbook, and then make it optional, while the main text is there by the side. That's just it. So win-win. Yes, go ahead, do your business, but then separate the worksheet. Don't just embed them, insert them into main text, forcing parents, or rather forcing learners to write in the textbooks and thereby discarding them, forcing them to discard them at the end of the academic session. So I think these are some of the issues addressed by that circular.